Hello everyone, you're welcome back to Afro Football TV. My name is Chukwuji Dofo and they call me Mr. Busy. And today we are going to be talking about the Premier League title race. Some people are saying that Aston Villa is not in the title race. Some are saying it's a one-horse race, at least before the last weekend. But I've always said that this is not a one-horse race. I don't think Arsenal can win the league. I don't think Arsenal can win the league, especially because of the attack. I don't think the attack is good enough to win the league. The highest goal scorer in the Arsenal team when it comes to the Premier League is still Leandro Trossard and Victor Gyökeres, who are on 5 goals each. And the last time I checked, the fewest number of goals that any player have used to win the league for his club is Frank Lampard's 13-goal tally for Chelsea. You understand? So I don't see any player in that Arsenal team scoring up to 13 goals in the Premier League this season. So that sums it up for me. I don't think they have enough firepower in the front. I think they have the best defense in Europe right now, probably in the world, and I think they have one of the best midfields in Europe as well. If not the best, I think they have one of the best midfield. I don't think they have the best midfield, but they have one of the best midfield in Europe and across the world. But their attacking options are, they have a lot of attacking players, but their inputs have not been that good. And in as much as the famous saying goes that you can win games with good strikers, but you can win the league with defense. Defense wins you the league actually, and goals wins you games. But last season we saw Liverpool win the league with having a very strong attack and not so strong defense. So I think they are all very, very important, but attacking is always going to be more important than defending for me. You understand? If you are going to win the Premier League, I think you have to have at least 1 or 2 players that can get you more than 10 goals. And I don't think right now Arsenal have 2 players that can get them more than 10 goals in the Premier League. So I don't think Arsenal is going to win the league, and I don't think Villa, I don't get the reason why Villa is being disrespected. At this point, we are still in January. Yes, they might fall off. There's a chance they will fall off. There's also a chance Arsenal will fall off. There's a chance any of these teams can fall off. You understand? But I think Unai Emery is an experienced coach. He has won multiple Europa League titles. He's coming to a time where people can say that he's a top manager, and he has got some very good players in that Villa squad. And this is not a one-off thing. They've been doing this from the start of the season. The Premier League has, at the time I'm making this video, 23 games have already been played by every of the team. They are still 3rd place in the same points, the same amount of points with Manchester City. So I think that they are strong title contenders. Aston Villa, I think they are very, very strong title contenders, because 4 points is massive, but it's also not impossible. It's also not uncatchable. You understand? And any of these teams can. And one of the biggest reasons why I think Arsenal cannot win the league is because they are not just fighting against Man City. They are not just the title race is not just between Arsenal and Man City. It's between Arsenal, Man City, and Aston Villa. So all of us might be sat here saying, well, Man City does not have the firepower. Man City are struggling. They are not very consistent. But you're not talking about Aston Villa. What about Aston Villa? They could still go on and finish the season like they have started it. And from what I said, like, your defenders and your midfielders cannot keep turning up with goals. They are not goal scorers. They are going to score when they have the opportunity, but they cannot keep turning up with goals. So I think at some point Arsenal is going to feel the effect of not having a very strong attacking side. I don't like. They have players that on paper you think they have a lot of goals in them, but the sign of Gyökeres he hasn't delivered as expected. I wouldn't want to call him a flop by now, but I think he has not been a good signing for Arsenal. He has not really produced, especially in the Premier League. He has been a little bit decent in the Champions League, but so did Hojlund when everybody called him a flop. he was highest goal scorer in the Champions League at some point in the group stage before we got knocked out. You understand? So when we are talking about signing, you are signed to play in the Premier League. The Premier League is the Champions League is important, but the Premier League is where you like apply your trade. You understand? So that's where you perform week in and week out. So I don't think Gyökeres has been very good. I think he's a flop actually, but because if you consider Højlund a flop, then Gyökeres is certainly a flop at this moment. So Saka has not been very productive recently. I rate Saka a lot. I think he's a very good player, but recently he has not been very productive. And when you take a look at the left hand side, yes, Trossard might be having a good season, scoring 5 goals. That's the same amount of goals that Koeman has scored, but everybody's calling me a flop. But Trossard is a top player because he has 5 goals, and we all know that Koeman does way more than Trossard in terms of the ball and even without the ball. But Koeman is considered a flop, while Trossard is having a very good season. You can just imagine that. So I don't think Arsenal have a good enough, like Arsenal attacking option is competing with more or less the Manchester United, the Chelsea, the Brentford attacking option. They are not competing with Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, even Aston Villa. So they don't have that good enough attacking option. Yes, they have a very strong defensive backline and a good goalkeeper, but I don't think they're going to win the league. And I personally would prefer if Aston Villa could do the magic and win the league. I don't want Man City to win the league either, but especially Arsenal, I want the battle to continue as long as possible. So I don't think Arsenal, it's not about wanting though, I don't think Arsenal are capable of winning the league. And if you ask me who I want to win the league, I would say Aston Villa. But I've given you my reasons why I don't think Arsenal can win the league, especially because of their attackers. I don't think they have been very good enough when it comes to attacking their attacking options. Yes, they have a lot of goals in their team. Not really a lot, because they've scored just one more goal than us, who have been struggling. Just one. They have 42 goals in the Premier League, and we have 41, and we have been struggling. You understand? So I don't think Arsenal is going to win the league for the reasons that I've just given. So share your thoughts. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think Arsenal can win the league this season? What's your opinion about Arsenal Football Club at the moment? And Arteta, I think this is his 7th year in the club. Do you think that Arteta is a world-class manager? Because for me, he has done a very good job, but I don't think he has earned the right to be called a world-class manager at the moment, because he hasn't really gotten his team over the line since he came. So share your thoughts on this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to try, I promise you this time around, I'm going to try to upload as much as possible. Thank you very much, and please stick with the boy. Bye.